Yes, these are my old ones that I gotta take off that you probably can't fully see, but they're crusty, crusty, crusty. Really, really cracked. Yes, they are. We're going to be using some of this sheer polish because I'm very intrigued by it. It's, for some reason, it only came in these kind of colors. I think there was maybe a purpley, but they're all like red tones. So I kind of went for the lightest and maybe almost the darkest. So I can at least have a couple of colors to make this manicure something with. Because I like to at least use two, usually. So this is the two that I have. And this one has been clinging on, and actually it's not chipping, crazily enough. And barely on this finger as well. I don't know if this is a factor. I do buff my nails a little bit occasionally when I need to, because I've been having problems with this thumb. Sometimes it chips, and I am using really good polish on as well. But this is the base coat I've been using recently. I just got this. I've been wanting to try this Barry M's, and it says it's a color grip nail polish, like color grip, like it grips on. So I thought that was very, very intriguing to me. So that's what we're going to do. All I got to do now is I got to get my old manicure off. So that's what I'm going to do, get my old manicure off and all that. So we'll get to that in just a few minutes or so and everything. So that's what we're doing. Switch to H2O. I don't know. But yeah, don't mind my voice. I'm just a little bit, so that's all. I'm just going. That's what I am. So, but yeah. So all I'm doing here is I'm just, okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just using my strong acetone to get this off. Typically I have my nails ready with this nail design off, but I was wondering if I needed to do my nails tomorrow. So that was the only thing I was wondering if I needed to do tomorrow. But because I'm doing very simple nails, I was like, I can probably do it today if I can get this off. And this does barely any sparkle in it. And I've already fixed up my cuticles and everything, so I just got to get this polish off. And this is the really, really good one that, like, I don't know if everyone uses. I think there's another one that's really good as well, just because they're really tall. But that might be more common in the States. So all I know is that this is very good acetone. It even takes off sparkle pretty well. Some of the cheaper ones don't always work very well. They can say they're pure acetone, but they don't always work very well. But yeah, I'm just getting this off. There's not really any of the nails I want to keep. So I'm just getting it all off. All the crevices and all of that and everything. You know, so. That's what I'm doing. So, two off. And I have not added any extra acetone onto my pad either. You do want to soak your pad pretty well and stuff, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm probably going to need some more now. But it's almost taking off my third nail polish. This is because none of my nails are fully sparkly. The only sparkle I had was a little bit that was going to be a gem, but I couldn't find the glue at the time, so it became a little flat nail polish instead of the gem, which looked good as well. So I might just keep my thumbs because they're looking good. And it's really good. My nice hollow taco polish. I think it's one from the Espresso collection. It was like, because that reminds me of one of those, and I think that's what it's from. I got it because it's a nice pinky skin tone color, so. I wasn't getting it because it was in a coffee collection, and I'm a coffee person. I'm a tea person as well, but, you know. So I'm just taking off my crusty nails here. More crusty to me than other people, but still doesn't mean that they're not crusty. Ugh. Doesn't mean they're not crusty. Really easy to take off when there's not much sparkle, even especially chunky sparkle. I rarely use chunky sparkle as it is now. It's nice to have these very sparkly polishes that do sparkle in a way that's not chunky. you know, so it's good that way. Taking off what I would call my retro polish, my retro nails, and those will be on my channel. I don't know when, but at some point down the line. So just so you know. So I didn't have time to take them off beforehand. I'm taking it off with you guys. So, yep. My idea for this manicure with these polishes is to do Aurora nails. So I'm not sure if I want to do the opposite, like I sometimes do on each hand, but I'm not sure if it will work if I do the dark color underneath, because these are sheer. I might want to do the light color underneath and the dark on top for all of them. So maybe I don't want to do vice versa, because I was going to do Aurora nails. So like I was going to dab one of the colors in the middle, and then I have these top coats I'm going to use. I have this one, which I can't use as my main top coat because this for some reason is almost not a top coat in my opinion. So that's why I'm using this, and I'm not using my typical top coat for it fully because I want it to blend the colors together. So I actually want bleeding to happen with the colors. So yeah, don't mind me. I'm just getting off my old manicure, so shouldn't take too long. It's not, but I didn't have time to get it off beforehand, so. Because they were clinging on, so I was thinking of keeping them till tomorrow and do my nails. But because I got time and everything, I am doing them today. So, okay. So that is what I am doing for sure, EOCO. Yep. That's what I'm doing. Just get these off. Well, I guess you get to see in real time how long it could take to take off a non-sparkly manicure. One of the most tedious parts of doing nails is like, you want to get to putting the nails and doing the nail design, right? You wish this could just be snap your fingers, get it off. Which, yes, I would love it to just snap my fingers and get it off, but is that doable? No. Not really. It kind of can be doable if I had like a bit, and maybe it was, I don't know if you can, and stuff like that, but we'll finally get to this look as soon as we possibly can. I don't know. But it was nice using these polishes, even if they're not the greatest polishes, because it was nice to have a nice neon look on my nails. Granted. You know, so, wow, that is neon. Don't mind me with my voice, it's just a little, and all that kind of stuff. It's just crazy, the crazy things. If I do say so, but we're good. We are good to the maximus of it all. Yes, we are. Okay, almost done. Yes, I use a slight base, but yeah, any of the stuff to do with this manicure, you'll see in some weeks or so. I'm not sure when I'll be posting about that one, but yeah. Okay, almost ready to get on with the look. The painting on will take less time than doing this part, for sure. So this is taking about 9 minutes to do my nails. I'm not going to do the thumbs, leaving those. Those probably will actually take a little longer slightly, the thumbs, because it's a sparkly polish, but I'm leaving those because they're still in good condition and there's no need to do those. Okay, all done. So it can take around 9 minutes. That's, granted, not sparkle polish, even though most of my sparkle polishes are not very chunky sparkle, so it's not that hard to take off, especially if you're using very good acetone. So, let me see if there's any left on here I can use. There we go. I'm just cleaning off the pink on my skin because some of these like very pigmented colors that are very light, like pinks and reds and maybe especially red tones, get on my skin when I'm trying to take it off. So although they are nice and ready to put on, yes, 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 that's what we're doing here. Got them nice and naked also, for sure, for sure, for sure. So I just took off my old manicure, so now we're getting on to actually putting on the color. I'm putting on this new base coat, well, at least new to me. So we do that. Nice. I would say the marketing on this is pretty great. Yes, it is. It clings on nicely. For sure, for sure, for sure. So, there we go. I'm just putting on the top base coat. Let that dry. There's a little polish I didn't get. Oops. Hopefully that's okay. Actually, I might need to just do this. I need to wipe off one of these and hope for the best. Maybe it'll help me get the... Okay. I'm just like... I was just putting the base coat on this one and then realized I'm using a shears polish, so I need to make sure there's not too much of the last color on it because it's probably going to show, and I don't want that to look like that. Thank you. Sometimes that might be okay if it was a pretty dark color, so... But it is not that dark, so... Okay. Just trying to get rid of some of the bits. Oh gosh, I might not have got rid of the bits enough on this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope that's going to be okay because there's little bits from the taking off the polish. My nails are going to need some nail oil for sure, but not right now. I need to paint them. And get them nice. Go. Nice. Okay. There's not too much on here. Because of it being my my pinky. Okay. The nice base coat is put on. Thank you. I've definitely perfected this shape and everything. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Okay. Why not do this live for my all? See it in real time. So, what I'm thinking is I'm going to add the light one first. Don't mind me. Tea break before putting on the base color. What, this? Or just, yeah. Yeah, this is the color. It's actually sheared. We're going to see what it looks like. You can't see it from my angle because I'm looking at it through the window, but I can see light going through the color. Yep. I gotcha. Cool. But yeah, speaking of sheer, I'm doing sheer, so yes, so I am, and I am. So that's kind of fitting. You said sheer, and this is sheer. It's so funny. Yeah, it just, well, I know you do, and it just happened. I was trying not to fully get just red, because I like to mix it up, and I, granted, have a fair amount of red, but this is sheer reds, and that's almost all I had, so I had to get, I had to do the sheer red. It's the only problem. The only problem is I had to get that, but yes. Who doesn't like red? Even though these were probably going to be more my favorite reds, because typical reds that are typical reds, I'm not a huge fan of. I like burnt reds, more unusual reds that aren't the pure reds, because they just seem to be better. And I don't know why they are. They just are. Just so you know. But yeah. So this one, and what is this called anyway? Sheer Cave. Okay, for some reason this is called Sheer Cave. I have no idea why they'd call it that. Okay. That makes no sense. Oh yes, for sure. I'm not a huge fan of white, but I definitely could, if I wanted to do white and have it white for a while, I'd do a kind of sparkly white. Would definitely do a sparkly white. I wouldn't do a full-on just white, though there will be a video coming out that slightly shows them all pure white, and then the nail design, so look forward to that. That will be coming as well. So you will see pure white nails, which I do like how they look, but only briefly. So I'm not a huge white fan, fully. It'd have to be like off-white, slight differences, not making it too white. It's just because white gets very liney and stuff. So, yeah, if I ever do white, it would be a slight sparkly white that actually has some like sparkles in it you can see. Yeah, that would be what I would do. So yes. Yep. I'll never understand the name of this one, but this is. I was going to do the opposite like I've been doing. I'm getting into like, each hand is opposite. So like, if this is the main color in this hand, I'll do the other one as the main color in the other hand. But for doing Aurora nails, I don't think this would work. So I got to do the light one first on all of them. I think both hands are going to match even more than usual. Because usually they match, but not fully. If that makes sense. But today they're going to match even more so, like they used to. If I can and it makes sense, I will do the opposite. But not today. Just to guarantee them. Oh my gosh, this is like ketchup. Oh my god, this is a strange color. Or maybe not ketchup, more like a sauce consistency. That is a funny color. That is a crazy color, if I do say so myself. It's very crazy. Ah, yes. But I'm doing the full-on nail right now. That's what I'm doing. I am doing the full-on nail with this. Upside down. But yes. That's what I'm doing. But yes, that's what I'm doing. That's just the one color with one coat by itself. Gotta do the rest. Look what it looks like when I first put it on. It looks crazy. This is a strange color, in my opinion. Oh my gosh, that is so strange. I might have to at least do an accent with the other color to see what it looks like by itself. I think I need to do an accent, and even if their warriness doesn't show up, it's only one nail on each hand. So I gotta see what this other color looks like on it. I got to. Really, really got to see what it looks like. Oh gosh, I really want to see what this looks like for sure. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, now time for the other color. Yep. Sheer Delight. That actually makes a little more sense, the name on that one. This one's Sheer Delight, which makes more sense because like Turkish Delights and stuff from what it's called. I'm not sure why this was called Cave. I'll close that for the time being. Do my other hand in a minute. I don't know. Please open. Oh, good. Oof. You made me practically touch my nail, but it didn't touch it in a bad way, I hope. Geez, you shouldn't ask for that. Just because you were hard to open. Just because you were sideways in my purse or something. Should be fine though. Okay. Okay. Looks pretty normal. Kind of makes me think of grapes. Ow. But yeah, there it is. I do quite like this color more. This I almost wouldn't call red. It's like, well, it doesn't fully look. Sheer Crave? It's not grave, it's crave. Sheer Crave. Well, I guess this could be a craving color because it does make me think of food. Sometimes it makes me wonder why they... I know. I wonder what they're going to look like when I put one more coat on. Okay, let's do the other hand. I'm just going to do it the same because I don't think the auroraness is going to show up if I don't do this. This color is just weirding me out because of the thinness. I can't stop seeing the weirdness. Well, I could do the opposite and just hope for the best, and this one will show the aurora, and this one might not. Yeah, let me just do what I typically do and do the opposite. I'm going to do the opposite regardless. Because that main hand is... They show the most anyway. It will have it showing better. So that's fine. Oh, whoops! I just put the color on the nail I didn't want to put it on. Oh well. What I could do is I could do all the rest. I can do the accent nail, just a different nail this time on this hand. That's what I'll do. So this hand's gonna be. I just accidentally used the wrong color on that finger. But I'm just going to make that my accent. Usually this is the one I do the slight difference if I'm only doing one different one. But I wouldn't mind a manicure, hate nails. What strange polish this is, to an extent. Okay. I just changed what I call my accent for today on this hand. There we go. Get off the polish on my skin. I know, right? Very interesting. Even though it got very overcast. But yes, this is all one coat. All one coat. All one coat. Yeah, my hands like glow. Certain angles with the light from the window. For sure, for sure, for sure. So, my sparkle is just going to be my thumb for today. So I'm not going to add any sparkle to these nails. Except my thumb's going to be the sparkle one, so. Ooh, they go well with my cup. I know. They definitely need one more coat, though, because they don't look finished. I might try to only do 2 coats, and I'm going to do what I was thinking of doing, so. This milk is terrible, but. Okay, so. Now what we're going to do, before I do the Aurora part of it, we're going to add another coat of this. Because that will really show up much better, I would say. Definitely need one more coat of this nice Craving of a Polish. Which now I kind of get the name. I read it wrong. I read the C as a G. Okay. Now here it is. I don't know if you oh yeah, you can see the difference. There it is with 2 coats of the orange and 1 coat next to it. I know. There you go. Maybe that's what it is, you know? Because it literally is the craving of like juicy certain sauces. So I wonder if that's why they called it that. I do wonder for sure if that's somewhat the reason. Because to me that would make sense. Would make complete sense. Okay. Now we just got to get the rest with some nice second coats. Yeah, I do think it does. I actually like that these are more my speed when it comes to reds. Because well, maybe not these, but I like burnt red, like I said. But yeah, I do think these are pretty nice. They're very interesting. I'm glad I got this one because it's nice, summery, bright feeling. This is going to make some interesting Aurora nails for sure. Oops. Well, I would say you're allowed to crave these because they literally are telling you to by the name. So there you go. Huh. I don't know if I should put a 3rd coat of that because I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of that, but it's without with 2 coats. I'm not sure about the dark one if I'm a fan with it without it being a 3rd coat. Because I think these are nice to keep 2. But this, I'm wondering if it should be 3. I'm not sure if it's good just 2. The sheerness looks a lot better in this color than the other color, I think. Sorry about my coughing. biting through something a little bit. And also it's giving me an annoying cough, so. I could just leave them like this, but I'm definitely going to do what I think I was going to do. I'm just not sure if this one needs a third coat. Because the one thing about this is it's showing the nail in a way on, ooh, there's a lot there that needs done. Ooh, didn't see that. Well, for you, you'll see it different than I do. So that there is that. There is that as well. You can't, it actually looks better on camera. So, I just don't like how it shows the thing for my liking. I'm going to wear these for a little while, so. But I definitely want to keep the more sheerness. If I add another coat of the orange, it might not keep the sheerness as well as I'd like. So definitely I'm not going to do those ones more than two coats. But I definitely think 3 coats for the purple color is needed. I'm just so glad before I tried this color, I'm so glad I got the light one. I'm really happy. It's kind of like my hair in a sense. Which needs done at some point, but at least for me it does. So I'm just going to do my other hand now. Other hand. This giving like a slightness to another color. I don't know if that would look interesting, like a nudish thing. And oops, gotta make sure that those pieces of fuzz are down there so I can deal with them later. Yeah. Don't look too bad with just 2 coats. It's just that it's a little finicky because of the sheerness that it's just gonna like bother me, I think. Because I don't like seeing the way my nails look fully. Like seeing the nail itself fully, the lines of it too much. So sometimes, in my opinion, if you want like see through it somewhat, it's slightly better in my opinion for what I like on fake nails, because fake nails don't have all those things that real nails have, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. It just makes sheer polishes look a lot my favorite. Fully if it's too much. But it definitely looks nice when you put it on some, when you're doing it on fake nails more so. But then sheer can be nice too, because I remember one of my favorite brands having a sheer collection, and you could like put it on top of each other and just interesting stuff. So I guess we're going to be doing that a little bit today, so we're going to see what that looks like as well, because we're going to be putting the Aurora part in just a few minutes. Because this is sheer, it makes it thin. It's very easy to put on. It's just that it can be like, you can get too much slightly because it's so like thin consistency, watery. But that's a good thing, I think, for this. At least for my skill level. Oh yes, I do think that might have made it better. Let's see. Just need a little on the side. Yeah, that helped it a little bit. I don't want to put a 4th because I think that would be too much. I still want the sheerness slightly, so. So there we go with the base coat. Nice and finished. I just got to redo this hand in a minute. Oh, I got to do this one, so. I almost forgot. I almost feel like I could just dip my fingers in some ketchup and there's my nail polish. I Granted, that would not work. Well, there we go. Should I just make some hair dye out of ketchup? Gosh, my brain. I can't stop saying saucy, ketchupy something. Like, I just can't stop saying that with this polish. Oh. I'm hilarious. I'm at least making myself laugh. There we go. Just get some condiments, make it a top, and make it, no, that wouldn't work. I think the only way it might work, you'd have to do it in a gel-ish way, and I don't do gel, so. Because you might be able to mix it, and then if you can harden that in a way, I don't know. I do remember some people that do some crazy stuff, so. I'm just going to have to leave it. The Aurora-ness will give it that. Well, you're here to look at them now, so then, there you go. I'm definitely going to do a French with these, even if it's just like one of the colors and stuff, but this is nice. I'm getting into my time of doing each hand the opposite, so like I can see it both ways. But whichever way I think will show more, though, is the one I do on the hand that I record fully. But yeah, I'm getting into doing the opposite of stuff. Like, if I'm doing orange as the main base for that hand, I'll do the other color that was going to be the design part on the other hand, or in some way, so. They always match, but now they're like match opposite. Which is... So I think this is becoming my thing where I match opposite now. Because I think that looks kind of cool because then I get to see it both ways. So one might be more like crazy and show more. One might be more subdued depending on the two colors I'm using. Because I do think this one might not show as much on this one. Because of the dark base being underneath. And I think it needs to be the other way around. Because where the pigments are, and typically you do want to use the lighter one and then the darker one on top. Unless you have very, very pigmented colors, like I do have a handful, small, like 3 or 4, that are stamping colors, that literally a blue can go on top of a black and it will show, because it's made to be as pigmented as possible for stamping, so. Oh yeah, speaking of stamping, I might need to get myself a stamping thing so I can start stamping again. Because I haven't been able to, and there's a few things I would like to do somewhat, or it would be nice to have the option. Have the option to do that, so, okay. Just giving them a nice amount of time to dry. Although this hand will need another coat. So. I'd imagine fake nails feel the same in that sense. I would imagine, because it's just the same kind of stuff on top. Especially if they're like, if they're built ones and not plastic ones. I'm just saying. Never had the experience. I have considered getting gel stickers that are like partially cured gel that are like designs for like my thumbs sometimes. I wouldn't do it on my main nails, but on my thumbs I was thinking that would be nice to try, because then maybe it makes it so my nails don't break too much, because it's giving it that protection if I put it on correctly. So I don't know. I did it because where I get my stuff for stamping, it has some gel stickers. So like, I don't know if they're handmade or how they make them, but I just know that they're partially cured gel. Because I know sometimes if my nails get too long, especially the thumbs, I can't really just use glue to keep them from breaking. So I don't know. I could like have it for a while, and then when it gets to a certain length, I think it's like too long. I could put one of those on it to give it designs to help it from breaking, and maybe see what I could just to see if I can, and if it breaks, it breaks. Because when I do the glue for my other nails, it works perfectly pretty much. But I could try that. I could get some of those things. I do want to try I get a nice nail kit that's for fixing nails, so maybe it's even better or whatever. But that's all. I don't really. I barely need it as it is. So. Oh, annoying little box on my thing. You just said something and it disappeared on me. Ah, nice. Just for a quick little $5. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. I bet you would. Okay. So, let's do this aurora-ness of it all. Actually, let's first put the second coat of this color. Or third, I mean. On my other hand. Itsy. There we go. Okay, just kidding. Yeah, I think like what you mentioned might be slightly down the line if I can get like somewhat to get the right followers and views and whatnot so I can get to there, then some of that like ASMR stuff might be slightly more often. I don't know if I did this one, did I? No, I did not. It looks like I might need it, I think. I can't remember if I did this one in 2 coats or not. Or I mean 3. This one feels drier than the other ones. It doesn't look okay. Yeah, it needs one more. If I did that, it would probably need to be a recorded thing, pre-recorded or something. I don't think I could do that live. Maybe once I have like a slightly better setup and stuff, I can do some of that as well. But yeah, the ASMR stuff, yes, definitely at some point. Probably when I have a better setup, somewhat better for that, but... Okay, all the base coat is now on. Gotta be careful because this hand's wet. And I don't want to have to redo it. For some reason. At least that slight touch I did on my finger, on my pointer finger on this hand, is like, in a way I could cover it up. I was wondering if it was going to show because of it being a sheer polish. But it seemed to be fine. It blended in nicely. So. Okay, we're going to try this Aurora-ness. So we got to get the other color, which is this one on top of the orange. Oops, I forgot to open it. I forgot I closed it. So I just need to make sure there's not too much polish on the brush. I'm going to try to use the brush to do it. I'm just seeing how this works. I'm going to use the top coat to blend it. It's definitely going to be as subtle. It's definitely subtle. I can see it more in person than it is on the camera. It looks like. Interesting. It definitely shows more in person than it's showing on the camera. I don't know if I need to put a little bit of the orange around it so it blends, but I'm going to use a top coat that should make it wet again. Okay, I need this color. I wonder if this might show more. It does show. It's just kind of strange looking. And like I thought, I don't know. This might actually be more of my favorite combination, more than the orange with the red on with the purple on top. Actually, huh? Brings out the more red tones of this orange. It makes the purple on top of the orange look more actual red. Okay. Oh my. Pardon me for that cough. Well, I do put them out there for people to see, so however people enjoy it, that's up to them. Or just, I knew this was going to be a problem somewhat, but I said, Frick it, I'm going to do live anyway. This might just be my most coffee live I've ever done. Just getting on the last nail of this hand at least. I'm guessing this will look better when I put a top coat on, because it's going to meld it. So what we're going to do, I think this one will be good to meld it, even though I don't want this to be the main one. Hopefully it re-wets it. So we're going to try that now. So using that. So yeah, this is a base coat, top coat. I don't even know if it calls it a top coat actually. What does it call this? It doesn't even call it. Maybe it's not made to be fully top coat because it's like, makes no sense. That's one thing. I like this brand, but then there's things they do I don't like, which is they make things very generic, and this is generic. Generic. I'm not happy that this is generic. This is why it can't be the main. Even though that's a top coat, I would call it. But let's do this. Interesting. I might need a little bit of this to try the other one. I might need a little bit out down here. And a slight brush to just put it around. Just gonna dab to be fab. Can't tell if that worked, if that helped or not. we'll just leave it at that and go to the next one. I will be putting a proper bit top coat on this because this is not a proper top coat. I don't know, it almost feels like it needs the lines that I've been seeing people doing on Aurora nails, where this is like the base and then you put like something going through it. Because I was like, I like it in a sense, but it's more of a background. Like, granted, this probably would have been better if I dabbed it on with a brush, like with a sponge thing that I use for that, potentially, but I put it on like this. Granted, I actually quite like this one the most because it's more subdued. You can slightly see the color difference in the middle. I like this actually more. This is maybe my favorite. I'm glad I'm going to have a hand like that. So yeah, after I do my other hand, I'll probably just leave it anyway. Like you said. So, and I'll have my other hand with my more favorite version. It makes this more of a red color. Like a light red. I actually think I like the subduedness of this on top. More than I like this. But I don't dislike that either. I guess like you can say that's like kind of like the sun. In a sense. Yeah. I want to make sure there's not too much polish on the brush. It's a little hard to see in this lighting because this definitely is very subdued, so it's a little hard to see where I'm putting it. Okay, that's pretty good. almost make me feel like I wonder if I want to put something, cause I don't know. Because they look more subdued slightly in video than they do in person, so I'm not sure. I almost yeah, they're pretty much done, I guess. If I'm gonna leave them like this. They just need a top coat on, even though technically what I would say is a top coat is not. I can't use it because it will get creases in it if I don't put something properly on it. I could use this. I'm just afraid of using this as my top coat because my experience with this stuff is just not very good. Do I have anything I could use as a good top coat that I could use that's here without having to try to find my top coat wherever it went? I wonder where top coat went. Just need my top coat for this, so I just need to look. I looked beforehand, but I didn't see it. This might be it. But this might be the one that's old. See how it comes out of the bottle. I don't know if it's that old. It might work. Let me just clean this up. Okay, now I just need to put the base coat on. Top coat. Come on. Oh, the struggle with having long nails. Somewhat. The coffeeest of coffeeest streams. Okay. Now we put on a nice plumpy. Besides the what they don't call a top coat, everything is from the same brand. Everything except for that thing I use for the. Okay, let's try this. Let's make sure. Because experiences with this thing, because it's like a fluffy plumping one, it can get thick kind of easily. Oh, it's okay. I'm kind of using, I think, the older one. It did just seem to do. Wish I could find the other one, but it might be downstairs for all I know. I thought it was up here. Don't really have. thing, but it's a little finicky. Almost like using gel. Ugh, wish I can use it. Why isn't it here? I'm not sure why I don't have it. Well, there it is. If you can see with the top coat. But I think I need to do the rest with it. Do it. What if I can find it? So I might do that in a few minutes after I get off of here. Because it's just... The only thing I have problems with this top coat is that it could get thick. And I don't have any way of thinning it. Like, it's made to be plumpy and thick to begin with. But then it gets so thick it's almost... You can't use it at all. So... So with all that, there are my nails, nice and finished. I will just go and find my top coat so I can finish these bad boys fully. But there we go with it all. I thank you for coming, and I'll see you next time. Sparkle, sparkle, bam!